जय गुरुदेव। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. We shall try to see the characteristics of different deities presented in the Vastu Padvinyasa. We are going to start with Brahma. In this lecture, we shall try to understand what is the Padvinyasa, what is the place of Brahma, what are the characteristics of Brahma, what are the positive aspects or effects generated if the core area or the central portion is positively charged, what could be the defects at the central portion, what are the consequences due to these defects, and what are the remedies or rectification for Brahmasthana. So in Vastu, we divide any site or any constructed area into different grids, cell or zones. According to Manasara, Mayamata, Kamika Agam, these are the different texts of Vastu. 32 types of the grid plan are described in these texts. In most of the Vastu text or Grantha, Parab Shaik Padvinyas is described. In this Param Shaik Padvinyas, which is also known as the Ekashiti grid or mandala, the site is divided into 81 equal parts through 10 verticals and 10 horizontal lines. These lines are known as Nadi, Shira or Rajju. Through these Nadi or Shira, the site is divided into 81 equal parts. Each part is known as the cell. It is also known as the pada. And there are different energies in this pada. The energy of different pada are represented by the respective deities. The centralmost area is represented by Brahma. There are 45 deities in 81 cells or pada. And the core area or the central area is represented by Brahma or Brahma. This Brahma is the Lord of creation. Lord Brahma has 9 padas. We shall try to understand the characteristics of Lord Brahma. The central portion of any plot or site is known as the Brahmasthana or Brahma place. It is also called the nucleus. From this whole creation or the entire creation starts. According to Vedanta philosophy, the creation of universe has originated from Brahma. Brahma is the pure energy. Brahma is the unmanifested energy. Brahma is the field of all possibilities. As in modern world, there are different types of energy, such as electrical energy, mechanical energy, light energy, potential energy, kinetic energy. In the same way, different energies are represented in Vastu and they are called different deities. The energy field in the middle is latent, is unmanifested. Later on, this energy expands into Devavithi, Manushyavithi and Peshachvithi. The energy which is represented through the Brahma or Brahmasthana is expands in a Dev Vithi, Manushya Vithi and Paishach Vithi. Vithi means you can say road or passage, enclosures. So we shall try to understand the characteristics of Brahma through iconography, with the help of iconography. There is a text known as Vishnu Dharmottar Puran. That text describes the characteristics of different deities. Icon means symbol, simple. So through iconography, the characteristics of Brahma is described. Now let us see the iconography of Brahma. In Vishnu Dharmottar Puran, iconography of each deity is mentioned. With reference to Brahmaji, he is the god of creation. Iconography of deity reveals his energy. The deity's qualities are revealed through the color of the deity, weapons, clothes, food, wife, mount, etc. So when we see the quality of Brahmaji, then due to creation the color of Brahmaji is said to be golden or red. After this, that is after the creation, his color remains white. According to iconography, there are 4 faces of Lord Brahma. The eastern face represents Rigved, southern face represents Yajurved, western face represents Samaveda, and northern face represents Atharvaveda. The eastern face, which is represented by Rigveda, or which is called Rigveda, denotes the foundation or principle. Yajurveda express action. Samaveda display rhythm, cycle. And the northern phase represents the Atharvaveda, and it shows the practical aspects. So when these 4 phases, what we call Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, Atharvaved, represents knowledge. So it is a necessary rule to get success in new projects. One has a complete or a thorough knowledge of the subject. That is, whatever he wants to start, he should have a thorough knowledge of that subject, theoretical knowledge, practical aspects, etc. So these are represented by the quality of Brahma or iconography of Brahma. His 4 arms represent direction, Kamandal represent resources, book represent knowledge, rosary represents calculation, cloth represents, since the color of the cloth is white, so it represents peace, fame, salvation, and his mount, goose or swan, represent discriminating power. What does this mean? His forearm represents 4 directions. That means when Brahma place, that is central area or the core area, is positively charged, then the person is able to see any subject from all the directions, all the sides, all the aspects. When the foundation is strong, the eastern direction is charged with positive energy. That means the person has knowledge of the subject, theoretical knowledge. When southern area is positive, then we say that there will not be any obstacles in executing that theoretical knowledge. When the western area is positively charged, then the cycle of the work completes. If it is negatively charged, if there is some negativity in the western part, then the rhythm of the work is disturbed. And the northern part, if there is a negativity radiating element in the core area towards the northern part, then there are difficulties in selling the product and getting the payments. So all these things represent the characteristics of Brahma. There is a water-filled Kamandal in the hands of Brahma. He creates the world with this water. So water represents resources. When this pada is charged with positive energy, that is the core area is charged with positive energy, then all the resources used in the work are easily available. Conversely, when this pada is charged with negative energy, or there are negative radiating elements in the core area, then there is a lack of resources. Resources could be money, person, technology. The Akshamala, that is rosary, in the hand of Brahma represents calculation. When this pada, that is the cell of Brahma, is positively charged, then the person makes good use of his money, time, energy and resources. Conversely, when this pada is negatively charged, then the person wastes his time, money, energy and resources. White color of cloth represent wisdom, fame, good luck, peace, salvation. The Brahmaji is wearing deer's skins also, which is black and white in color. The black and white color shows the pros and cons. When this pad is positively charged, then one studies both the object, both the sides, pro and cons of any subject. So here we see the qualities of Brahma denote some meaning. Icon of Brahma denotes some meaning. Is Mount Swan or goose has a special quality. Goose has a special ability to separate milk and water and accept milk only. So when this pada, that is pada of Brahma, is positively charged, then the person's knowledge power is strong. He can distinguish between right and wrong and work by taking right decision. So we can say when this pada is auspicious or positively charged, a person is calm, pacified, knowledgeable, sharp, full of thinking, contemplating from all the sides, ready to learn, superior, enthusiastic, talented and full of energy. So when a person is enthusiastic, then it shows that this pada is auspicious, positively charged. Now uses. It is considered good to have a courtyard at this place. This place could be used for gathering, big festivals, weddings. A pavilion or garden can be built at this place. This place is good or can be used as a temple, planning room, meditation hall, etc. Now symptoms of defects. The person take wrong decision when there is a defect at this place. The progress of work stops. If there is a defect at this place, there are chances of disease related with heart, navel portion, stomach, etc. Toilet, septic tank, dirty water, pit, pipeline, stairs, negativity radiating elements, shoes, wastage item, heavy items, iron furniture, dustbin, are not auspicious at this place. There should not be any beam, column or wall at the vital point. And as far as possible, blue, black, brown and dark color should be avoided at this place, should not be used here. This place should not be too low, down, dirty. It should be secured. It should not contain negativity radiating element called Shalya. Now let us see the remedies. First, we have to remove the defect like broken or stains, etc. We should perform Havan every year, once a year. We should do Vastu Shanti. We can sprinkle water containing sandalwood, saffron, lotus, etc. One should perform sacrifice with white lotus, kheer, cow's milk, ghee, honey, laja. We can put a box containing gems, medicines, mineral, gold, mercury at the Brahmisthan. We can also use some symbols like book, Shruva, Akshmala, lotus, Kamandal, swan. We can burn Google and camphor incense. We can use white and light colors. We can establish Panchshir here and use Kumkum. So in this way, we have seen in short, Padavinyasa, characteristics of Brahma, what are the uses of this place, core area, symptoms of defects and remedies. We shall try to continue in the next lecture with the characteristics of Aryama. Thanks. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.